Is the series turning on a performance like this, or do you feel like I felt like even up 4-1 in the third period, I didn't trust the Rangers just yet. Like, I needed to see them take that game to the finish because with a couple of their power plays, I thought there was a chance that the Senators get a goal here, momentum could change. It never happened. They get the win. Has the series turned at all in your eyes?
Well, Hank made a big-time left pad save there on MacArthur late in that game. But, no, in my opinion, when you watch that game, especially the first period, Guy Boucher kind of alluded to this after the game, was that Ottawa wasn't ready for the push they were going to get from the Rangers. And in the first period, the Rangers had 26 shot attempts, 15 shots on net. I mean, as far as I was concerned, and you mentioned the names of Benajad, he was a beast last night. I mean, he's clearly taken it upon himself with the whole Brassard trade, playing against Ottawa. I think he's challenged himself. And I want to give AV some credit because we took a couple phone calls the other day about, AV being out-coached and would the extra day help this team? When I watched that game last night, man, it's a credit to AV and that coaching staff because the way they responded, especially in their defensive zone. I mean, this is a team that's not necessarily great in the defensive zone, but if you watch that game, the level of responsibility, they weren't chasing the play, right? Like there was numerous times when, things could have got hectic in the defensive zone, but they – and Henrik uses the word structure. That's exactly what they had last night. You weren't compounding mistakes. Like you had the defenseman in the corner, the center was going into the corner for the puck, but then you had the one guy in the slot, you had the wingers at their points. I mean, they played a responsible game last night. They were fast. The passing was crisp. They won the one-on-one battles. They had a really good forecheck. And the one thing I was hoping they would do, and they did last night, is force Anderson to handle the puck. I mean, it's one of the
doing it. Did you see that?
Well, it's one of the weaknesses of his game. And if you watch the first series against Boston, he had a couple turnovers that actually led to goals. Game 2, he had that turnover behind the net, and Nash almost actually put in the net to win that game.
Right.
And last night, same thing, miscommunication with his defenseman. Grabner picks it up and puts it in the net. But as far as the game was concerned, that's probably the best game I've seen the Rangers play in the last 3 months.
Was that the Rangers from the early part of the season?
That's exactly who it was. I mean, and I'm telling you, man, like when you watch what they were doing, it was as if AV took them aside during the extra day off, had them practice the defensive zone, wrote some things up on a board and said, this is what we need to do, and they followed it to the letter. It was that good last night. I mean, it wasn't, second and third chances on Hank. It was one chance, and then the puck was gone, the one and done. So, I mean, that was a great effort for them. And if they can keep that going, especially with that start. Now, Ottawa's going to obviously be better in Game 4,
right.
And Pajot is clearly a problem for McDonough at this point. But, that was a good game for the Rangers. Definitely a momentum swing now.